Hello everyone, Bren Mendoza here and welcome back to my channel. For today's video guys, nasa ibang place tayo dahil nasa kwarto ko ng kapatid ko. And meron tayong bagong segment sa ating YouTube channel. Ito yung I tried following a makeup tutorial. So, ang first ever makeup tutorial na gagawa natin ay yung kay Painted by Spencer. I-check out nyo yan guys kasi super galing niya, yung mga techniques niya, tsaka yung makeup looks niya super ganda talaga. So guys, if you want to see the result, just keep on watching.
So to start, I'm using the rose deep hydration oil infused with serum from
So wala akong serum guys.
applying this onto almost face using a makeup wedge. I'm
Okay,
using
so
more of a
ginamitan yung
sweeping
makeup
motion
wedge.
because I'm not looking to apply a lot of this, just enough to hydrate the skin and prepare it for the product I'll be putting on top of it.
And then sa
Once I
leeg,
have that
naglagay
serum
din siya
evenly
guys.
applied, I'm going to
Okay guys, so wala akong serum, lalo na yung ano ba yun yung product mismo niya. So ito, meron tayong BYS na face primer. Ayan, meron tong hydrating pearls. Hindi ko na gamitan ng sponge guys kasi nga feeling ko mag-soak up yung primer kasi medyo thick yung primer. So ang gagawin na ko na lang, nalagay ko na lang ito sa face ko, lather up ko na lang. And then dito rin sa my nose. So guys, kung tumitingin ako dito kasi meron akong salamin, okay? Tapos pati dito sa leeg, maglagay tayo yung tira. So up next guys,
Once I have that serum evenly applied, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation in the shade
So,
Golden
wala
Beige
ako dyan.
and apply this onto the skin. Now, it wasn't until after I had applied the serum that I chose to use this foundation, and it's important to mention this because
okay guys, so wala akong Too Faced Born This Way na foundation. Meron naman akong Fenty Beauty. Ayan, so ang shade ko rito ay 190, ayan. So guys, gumagamit ako ng hydrating na foundation para yung glowing look natin. So guys, nilagay niya sa buong face. Kasi alam nyo ba, favorite ko siyang makeup artist sa YouTube kasi ang ganda yung niya, yung pag ganun niya ng foundation, yung technique niya talaga ang galing dahil sa pag-blend. So guys, matindihang to, blending. Diba guys, tinan nyo medyo glowy na yung face ko. Ang ganda talaga ng Fenty na hydrating. Pero, hindi ito yung shade ko kasi yung shade ko is 180 talaga. Sinubukan ko na yung 190 kasi gusto ko na medyo darker foundation kaso ending, mas maputi ko pala. Or siguro kasi neutral itong foundation. Pero, yung 180 kasi warm. So, dapat pala stick ako dun sa warm. Okay guys, tapos na tayo mag-blend. So, panoodin na natin yung next na gagawin.
move on to the next step, which is to bring back the contours of her face.
Okay, so contour na tayo,
To
favorite
contour,
ko.
I'm using Huda Beauty's Tantour Contour Cream.
Wala, meron ako na nalip.
And with a smaller face brush,
Pero meron akong
I'm
stick.
pressing this into the cheekbone area. As I said at the beginning of this video, I wanted to create a really fresh and simple look. Not necessarily transformative, but just an application that accentuates our model's naturally beautiful features.
Okay guys, so nilagay niya muna dito, tsaka dito sa may noo. Mapapasabak tayo dito guys sa meron akong Careline na contour stick, ayan. So favorite ko to guys, alam niyo naman. So ayan guys, damihan natin ng konti. Kasi feeling ko mawawala rin ito kapag konti lang nilagay. Tsaka hindi kita sa camera. So naglagay siya rito. So iba-iba tayo ng hollows ng cheek. So lock tayo. And then ayan, alam ko na kung saan ko lalagay. Okay, so may contour na tayo. Ilang pumayat yan dito ko, ano? And then dito pa. And then guys, yung tayo sa noo, kasi malaki ang noo ko. So ayan. Buong forehead yung nilagyan niya. Ayan na. Parang tabing yung ilong ko. Okay, pantayin natin. Ayan. Okay, tapos tayo mag-contour guys. So, ayan. Up next naman.
Beauty blender and beginning to buff out the green. I know a lot of you enjoy watching this blending process, so here it is.
Okay, so i-blend na lahat. Okay, so i-blend na natin. Okay guys, so blended na ang ating contour. Ayan. Okay, so up next.
More in this way, the shade nude, and start with concealing and brightening the under eyes. You'll notice I'm working in sections, so once I have the concealer placed,
okay, so meron akong concealer na yan.
moving on to another part of the face.
Next, meron akong Too Faced Born This Way na concealer. Ayan, ang shade ko rito ay Vanilla. And then, ginamitan niya na yung brush na pang-conceal. So, gayahin natin kung saan niya nalagay. Ayan. So, naglagay siya ng concealer sa under na eyes, and then, ang ginawa niya ay blend.
Well, I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know, I'm just like rambling.
So, ang gamit ko pala guys ay itong Coty Airspan. Ayan.
I use, as long as it's used correctly, because I know there is concern from a lot of people of there possibly being flashback with this powder, but that's only if you go in heavy with it and bake with it. But you may notice I'm not using a lot of it here. In fact, I'm barely using any of it at all. I'm going in with such a small amount of this, just enough to get the results I want, which is a set and matte base that I can apply bronzer onto and blush onto without it skipping and looking muddy. Now that the makeup is set, I'm going to...
Then, ito gagamitin kong butter bronzer. Ewan ko anong shade ito guys. Ito, light bronzer. Yun ang shade.
More dimension and color to the areas I had applied the contour cream previously. And just like the previous steps, I'm not sweeping or dragging this bronzer. I'm using more of a stipple motion and pressing motion with this brush because I don't want the bristles of the brush to leave imprint or take any of the foundation off, especially since it was only very lightly set with powder, so I'm being pretty careful with this step. Next, for blush,
Point of the face.
Ang dami yung blush nilagay.
Cheeks. I also tend to go pretty heavy with blush because somehow, some way, I find that by the end of the makeup application, blush seems to somehow always disappear for me. But by the end of this application, you'll see how beautiful this blush ends up soaking into the skin. And as you see,
May naglagay ko
bring
sa
this
nose,
blush
sa may
almost the
eyes.
eyelids, down the neck and shoulders, and a bit behind the ears.
Okay. So, totoo yan guys, minsan yung blush, nawawala. Kapag matagal-tagal nyo na siyang ginamit. So, kaya pala marami siya nilagay. Pero ako, konti nang ilalagay ko. Hindi. Lagyan na natin kasi buburahin ko rin naman ito eh. So, ito, ay nakalimutan ko. Ang ginamit ko pala guys ay BLK Cosmetics. Favorite ko to guys. Hindi siya masyado nahuhula. Ang shade na to ay Matte Candy Cane. Oh, ayan guys, tapos na tayo mag-blush. Makapal ba? Oh, parang makapal guys. Pero feeling ko mawawala naman ito mamaya. Pero ang ganda.
Is the shimmering skin perfector highlighter from Becca in the shade Opal. I'll link it down below along with everything else. I'm applying this onto the high points of Omo's cheekbones, along with down the center of the nose, Cupid's bow, and a very light amount to the forehead. The perk to working with matte foundations and with powders is that it
Okay guys, so naglagay daw siya dito sa my highest points of our cheeks, sa nose, sa Cupid's bow, tsaka sa my forehead. So, ang gagamitin natin ay, itong Bobby Cosmetics. Ayan. So, feeling ko ito gagamitin ko guys, yung lightest. So guys, naglagay siya ng powder dito sa may eyebrows tsaka sa may eyelids natin para daw kumapit daw yung eyebrow pencil tsaka yung mismong eyeshadow natin. So guys, nagkilay na si Spencer. So ito yung gagamitin natin, Morphe. And ang shade ko rito ay Java.
Otherwise, if I don't set the brows, the skin will remain slippery from the foundation and the moisturizer used. And then I won't get any color from the pencil because it'll just be gliding across the skin, on top of the skin. I don't know if that makes much sense. I hope it does. But the brow pencil I'm using here is from CoverGirl in the shade Rich Brown. And I'm slowly just running this through the brows, building up the color and the shape that I want. I am speeding up this part of the footage just because it's a bit tedious and time consuming, but I still wanted to keep the whole process in here so you see how I build up the brow. Once I've created the shape I like best, I'm going to strengthen the brow.
So ito yung nagawa kong team na eyebrows. Feeling ko medyo, kasi guys, kilala niyo naman ako, makapal ako magkilay. At gusto ko straight yung brows ko ngayon, nalagatin ng art. Ayan. Ting kilay. So sana naman medyo may arch to.
pigment I'm using on the eyes is the same Fenty bronzer we had used on the face earlier. I'm lightly veiling the upper lids with this. I don't want it to be strong or intense. I just want it to be a light wash of color.
I don't want it to be strong or intense. I just want it to be a light wash of color. And I'll also bring this bronzer to the bottom lash line and lightly smoke it out.
Mag-start tayo dito sa may gitna. Ayan. Guys, nahihirapan ako. Pero kaya to. my God, ang hirap. Okay ba? Ayan. So, oh my God, parang pangit na pagkagawa ko. Ayan guys, nakita nyo naman. Ito lang yung kaya-kaya ko. Gagawin ko off-cam guys yung isa. So guys, ayan, tapos na aking eyeliner na mukha akong mulawin na hindi ko maintindihan. Pero parang mas maganda tong nasa right kasi ito sa left. Mas pino, pero parang same lang naman din. So, sana nabigyan ko ng justice.
If that makes sense. By the way, here I'm using the shimmer from the palette to place onto the center of her lids. So, like I was saying, for anyone watching who can relate with me on what I was saying, just know that I've learned that having restraint and having an eye for when to stop and put down the brush is of itself a talent.
Ito lang gagamitin natin. And then, mascara. Okay? So guys, di siya gumamit ng mascara sa ilalim ng saan pa? Pangalan nito? Sa lower lashes. Mascara. Ang gagamitin kong mascara itong Too Faced Born This Way. Too Faced Better Than Love. Itong waterproof mascara nila na super matanggal. Okay ba? Guys, so yan ang aking pilikmata. Grabe, ang bigat sa pilikmata oh.
And bottom lashes. Our model barely has bottom lashes, so I dipped back into our brown eyeshadow and placed it along the bottom lash line to give it a little more dimension. Now that we have the eyes complete, I'm wiping off any product on her lips and then applying a
Begin lining her lips. I opted for this shade because it's a slight bit darker than her neck.
Wala akong lip liner, so ang gagawin ko na lang guys, ito gagamitin kong powder pout, gagawin kong lip liner, and yung kay Ashley Yap yung ginamit ko. So, meron akong ditong pang lip, so lalagay na lang natin dito sa may labas ng ating lips, outer layer ng ating lips, outer line ng lips. Hindi kasi ako nag-lip liner guys. Hindi man ako nag-lipstick masyado. So yan guys, parang hindi ko naman siya ni-lip liner. Parang nilagay ko yung buong lips. So meron akong gloss, ito, The Balm. Ayan, ang shade nito ay Snap. Oo, parang ang shade nito guys ay Snap. So, yung ginamit nating pang lip liner kanina, ay yung gamitin natin.